my bike across the bridge, but do I have my bike? Do I have my helmet? Their air in the tire, whatever the situation is. And do I have this action plan? This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to get up earlier so that I have time to go. That kind of stuff. And does the solution involve interaction with another person? So if it does, we want to make sure that that's also set up. I want to go into the Coast Guard. I want to talk to a Coast Guard recruiter. So we need to set up for them to do that. And how is that? Well, what we need to do is ask them, how would you like that set up? Would you like your skills trainer to go with you, family member to go with you? When would you like to go? You're talking to them about that piece, but we're going to help them facilitate that piece. And then they try it out, right? So here's the plan, here's the decision, here's the plan. I'm going to go try it out. Check in next week about it. I think that's the next one. No, that's demo. Okay. We're going to go back to the demo in a second, but then we do a follow-up, and so that's the next time you meet. Whatever you guys plan on for that. So we're going to meet with the recruiter this week, and then the following week we're going to check back in. And we want to look and see, one, did it happen? Whatever the action plan was, did it happen? And if it didn't happen, we want to talk to them not about, well, why not? Jeff, why? I'm exaggerating, but we can say this so many ways in our body language. Okay, well, what happened? Why not? What went wrong? All you have to do is make a phone call. There's so many ways that we can mess this follow-up up, and just kind of jump on it. What we want to do, though, is we do want to ask what happened. We want to look at it and just say, okay, you didn't get it done. Was there more thought along the way about what you really wanted to do? Maybe you changed your mind. Huh?
I'm just pointing out that you're asking a yes/no question.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to say, what got in the way?
Yeah, what got in the way? Open-ended question. Thank you. That's usually what I'm going to say too. What got in the way? So we can identify what those things are. And a lot of times, they just never got around to it. Or they did call and the recruiter was busy that week and it wasn't going to be till the following week that they could meet. So it wasn't that they didn't do it, it's that it's scheduled for another time. I often get the, I forgot. For the first probably 1 or 2 times that we're following back up. If you don't follow up, they'll forget almost every time. I'm just saying that. When you do follow up, they know there's that check-in piece, and you can really look at what is in the way. When you ask that question, what got in the way? I didn't have a ride over there. I was really tired that day. What's that?
I only got the voicemail.
I only got the voicemail. Okay, you only got the voicemail.
I hate leaving messages.
You hate leaving messages. I'm so happy you said that, because now I know you hate leaving messages, and we can work with that. I don't know how many times a day, again, I say that. We can work with that. Now that I know, let's look at it. Do you want to leave a message, or would you rather go next time and...
I just want her to answer the phone.
Just want me to answer the phone. Okay. Then we'll call until they answer the phone. How many times should we schedule this week that you can call in case they miss? Instead of just calling one time. Would you be okay with calling several times, so that you're more likely that would happen?
Yes.
You guess so. Sounds like you might not want to. It's up to you.
Law and Order marathon's on.
What's that? Turn the TV off! But you guys, you want to follow up. You want to see what's getting in the way, okay? And not just an accusation of why didn't it happen.
I have a question on, so would the use of sodas be written as an intervention?
Yes. Yeah, something for the staff to do. And the thing about sodas too is you might start utilizing it informally. You might be talking to them just in a normal conversation about a situation. You'll be like, what's the advantages? What's the situation? What's going on? And then what's the advantage of doing it this way? Or what's some options we can do? You might be having this kind of informal conversation. We do though, however, and you'll see in we're going to use it here in a minute, in your handouts, there is an actual SOTUS form, and we do want to teach them this process. We want to say, okay, we're going to get together and we're going to look at this situation when they're not in crisis, by the way. I think most of us know about the crisis. Okay. So we're going to want to get with them and say, I want to teach you this process for problem solving that we have. And if you've been doing it informally, it's really powerful because you go, remember that time we were talking about and we were talking about what the options were and what the advantages and disadvantages. That's what I want to teach you, but I want to show it to you now on this process. You can use the form or you can use a piece of template situation, da-da-da-da, options, da-da-da, and work through another situation. But you want to be very, what I would say, you want to really teach them this situation. You might not sit down and teach them, okay, let me tell you what a rationale is. Da-da-da-da-da. You may. This one we for sure want to. Look if you have a question or a comment.
Just comes to that in the documentation training, they talk about how interchangeably in the treatment plan to use a decision-making method.
Yep. That's good to know. Yeah, it might sound like decision-making, but the,
Auditing. Well, they say you can write SOAs and then parentheses decision-making process, or use a decision-making process and SOAs or decision-making process. But because it's like a acronym that you should really
Right.
write.
so that when in the treatment plans, when it's saying decision-making process, this is what we're using with our youth.
And we should document that.
Yeah, as an intervention. Absolutely. Any other thoughts about this before we watch this video on it? We're actually going to try to watch this video on it. If it's just as quiet as the last one, maybe I can do something a little bit different for you guys. You guys let me know.
The last one was fuzzy, but I think we could still hear it.
Okay.
I'm the opposite.
Can I hear it?
Well, everybody's like, seeing and hearing are going to be different, so like, we'll just take it as it is.
Never mind.
You and I combined could have experienced.
I couldn't hear it very well. I feel like there's cold air. It was blowing on me.
I'm so warm. It might be.
I was cold over there. There's a fan blowing cold air on me. I couldn't see it.
I think it's cold, and I feel that here also.
Yeah. It's warm.
I think those are